Please remain standing and pause in a moment of silence for our service people, those who are serving, members of the class of 2017 who will serve, and for those who have fallen. Thank you. Please join in as Michaela White leads us in the Pledge to the Flag and as our chorus sings the national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. Superintendent Gilbert Whitner, members of the school committee and board of selectmen, invited guests, faculty, graduates, family, and friends. I would like to welcome you to this evening's graduation ceremonies for the class of 2017. I will begin by introducing the class officers and other distinguished student leaders in the graduating class. Will these students please stand as I call your name? President Lily Spicer. Vice President of Publicity Stephen Tedeschi. Secretary Michaela White. Treasurer Connor Keene. Selected student speaker Sophia O'Brien. Student Council President Tom Long. Salutatorian Emily Cook. Valedictorian Olivia Morse. Students wearing gold sashes and tassels have been elected to the National Honor Society on the basis of outstanding academic achievements. Will National Honor Society members please stand for recognition? Students wearing royal blue and white cords have been elected to the National History Scholar Society on the basis of outstanding achievement in history. Would History Scholar Society members please stand for recognition? Students wearing red, white, and blue cords have been inducted into the French Honor Society. Would French Honor Society members please stand for recognition? Students wearing a red and gold cord have been inducted into the National Spanish Honor Society. National Spanish Honor Society members, please stand for recognition. Students wearing green and silver cords have been inducted into the National Business Honor Society. Would Business Honor Society members please stand for recognition? Students wearing green, gold, and purple cords have been inducted into the National Science Honor Society. Would Science Honor Society members please stand for recognition? Students wearing royal blue and gold cords have been inducted into the English Honor Society. Would English Honor Society members please stand for recognition? Students wearing yellow and light blue cords have been inducted into the Mathematics Honor Society. Would Mathematics Honor Society members please stand for recognition? Twelve members of this class have committed to serving our country with military service. Jason Bossy, Brett Davis, Robert Doherty, Kevin Gurney, Mark Gurney, James Orno, Gregory Johnson, Ryan Kennedy, Harrison Nehan, Zachary Pike, Kevin Smith, and Samantha Tedeschi. Please stand for recognition. Thank you for your service, and please be safe. I would like to introduce Lily Spicer, President of the Class of 2017, to give her remarks.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Class of 2017, I would like to welcome the administrators, school committee members, teachers, our class advisors, Mr. Moriarty and Mr. Rosen, faculty, friends, and family. This class is so much more than just its students. Without the countless people who have helped us these past 4 years, we certainly wouldn't be where we are today. So for everyone who has impacted the class of 2017, thank you. I would also like to thank my mom, dad, and older brother Josh for pushing me to be the best that I can be. I really couldn't have asked for a better family and support system these past 17 years. And for that, I will always be grateful. Now, I would, of course, like to congratulate the graduating class of 2017. The first time I sat down to attempt to write this speech, I was completely overwhelmed. I thought to myself, how am I supposed to sum up the past 4 years of all our lives in one 4-so-minute speech? I thought that's impossible. After I was done doubting myself and putting off writing this speech for as long as possible, I realized that ever since freshman year, when I ran for class president and encouraged you all to spice up your freshman year with Lily Spicer, I had honestly been looking forward to the opportunity to speak before my class and their families. But even then, I knew I wasn't quite ready yet to welcome you all tonight with the purpose of saying goodbye. Think back to freshman year now. I feel as though just about everyone can relate to that someone who told you, cherish these 4 short years in high school. It's going to be over before you know it. And of course, we don't believe them, and we convince ourselves that 7:05 will forever be the start of our day. We think that we will always be stressing about that upcoming exam in math class, or dreading that research paper on a topic you think you know nothing about. But we also think that our seasonal tryouts, our weekly games, meetings, recitals, rehearsals, nightly practices, and weekend hangouts with our closest friends, and all the other various things we've become so accustomed to over these past years won't ever end either. But in reality, that bittersweet truth is rapidly approaching, and all we can do now is, as Dr. Seuss once said, don't cry that it's over, smile because it happened. I know there's been a lot of reminiscing over this past week for us seniors, so keep those positive memories with you, but also hold on to the lessons that you've learned. As our high school experience is happening, we may not realize all the life lessons we are unknowingly absorbing every day. High school is where we are taught even further how to respect ourselves and respect the people around you. manage your time, and deal with life's unfairness. Whether you believe it or not, each and every one of you seniors out there has become more mature and grown tremendously, not just in your education, but as a person over these 4 years at Whitman Hanson. I'm incredibly proud of us for making it this far, as I'm sure all your families out there are too. We're not freshmen anymore, and soon we won't even be seniors. Together, it is time to say goodbye. Enjoy this summer, and within the next few months, we will all begin a new and exciting chapter in our lives. Congratulations to the class of 2017, and I wish you the best of luck in the future. Thank you.
Please turn your attention to our chorus as they perform Come So Far.
Hey, old friend, let's look back on the crazy clothes we wore.
Ain't it fun to look back and to see it's all been done before?
All those nights together are a special memory.
And we're for tomorrow, just as long as you're dancing next to me.
'Cause it's so clear, every year we get stronger, stronger. Gone is gone, the past is the past. Turn the radio up and then hit the gas. 'Cause I know we've come so far, but we've got so far to go. I know the road seems long, but it won't be long till it's time to go. So most days we'll take it fast, and some nights we'll take it slow. I know we've come so far, but baby, baby, we've got so far to go. Oh yeah. Hey, old friend, together, side by side, and year by year.
The road was filled with twists and turns, but that's the road that got us here.
Let's move past the bad times, but before those memories fade,
Let's forgive but not forget,
and learn from all the mistakes we've made. 'Cause it's so clear, every year we get stronger, stronger. So don't give up and don't say when, and just get back on the road again. 'Cause I know we've come so far, but we've got so far to go. I know the road seems long, but it won't be long till it's time to go. So most days we'll take it fast, and some nights we'll take it slow. I know we've come so far, but baby, baby, we've got so far to go. Oh yeah. Hey, old friend, come along for the ride. There's plenty of room, so jump inside. The highway's rocky every now and then, but it's so much better than where I've been. Just keep moving at your own speed. Your heart is all the compass you'll ever need. Let's keep cruising the road we're on. It's a rearview mirror only shows what's gone, gone, gone. Ooh, got so far to go. Oh, it's so clear, every
Please welcome the salutatorian of the class of 2017, Emily Cook, presenting her speech, Moments to Live By.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this incredibly momentous and special occasion. The class of 2017 is one composed of immeasurable talent, determination, character, and integrity, and I am beyond humbled and honored to be speaking as a student among these extraordinary graduates. Congratulations to 4 amazing years of hard work and perseverance. Our experience here has been nothing short of unforgettable and will continue to influence our mindsets and actions as we find our way through life. 4 years have exposed us to limitless amounts of knowledge as we journeyed with Odysseus back to Ithaca, battled alongside Napoleon during his conquest of Europe, witnessed the beginnings of life through mitosis and meiosis, and learned more about the Pythagorean theorem and trig functions than we ever could have imagined. But perhaps our greatest moment of learning in high school have existed between the lines of the lectures and tests, for we have been given the lesson of grit, of unrelenting resolve, and of discovering who we have the potential to become. In the words of poet Dylan Thomas, as he sought to urge his father to embrace life and all of its difficulties, do not go gentle into that good night. To my fellow graduates, we must always live boldly and never surrender to anything meant to set us back. We have been pushed to our mental limits in AP Calculus and AP Biology, stressed beyond reason through the 5 tests that always happened to fall on the same day, and sometimes felt as though nothing would ever go our way. And yet we never gave up. Our time here has emphasized that life isn't meant to be easy, and that the greatest things we could ever hope for arrive only with work and determination. Dreams and aspirations are what motivate us to act, to pursue success, but never let your dreams remain just that, figments and reminders of what could have been. Our class is one that has accomplished numerous feats through sheer determination and ambition. For example, our show choir embodied persistence as they attained silver at each competition this year. Girls tennis displayed camaraderie and motivation as they went on to make tournament after more than 2 decades. Boys basketball put forth limitless will and passion on their unforeseen journey to reach the Garden yet again. And the drama club showcased absolute drive and heart in their successful productions of Xanadu and Aida. Like these teams and clubs, work harder than you ever imagined possible and make use of the countless opportunities we have been given here to succeed. For every person, event, or moment that seems to drag you down in life, find a reason to persevere and thrive even in the face of failure. It doesn't matter the amount of times we are knocked down, only how many times we choose to stand back up. Class of 2017, when we are in the midst of struggles or difficult times, always remember to see the good even in the darkest of hours, and as Dylan Thomas declares, rage, rage against the dying of the light. We have been given the power to fight for what we believe in and to create a future for ourselves that no one ever deemed possible. If it rains, find the single ray of sunshine that peeks through the clouds. If you are exhausted, remember the moments you felt most alive and allow them to fuel your desire and purpose. If you feel as though you have nothing, remember the people in your life who believe in you, the moments that have inspired you, and the future you hope to achieve, and allow that nothing to turn into everything. As we turn to the final page in our story that is high school, I hope everyone is reminded of all that it has come to embody and represent. Yes, high school was the chemistry tests, the never-ending A-push homework, the sleepless nights, the 5:30 alarm each morning, and the 7:05 bell that signified another day of PowerPoints, essays, and experiments. But it was also so much more. It is here that 2 very separate towns were brought together, and the people we never knew 4 years ago are now some that we cannot imagine living without. We have been given a gift, an opportunity to forge lifelong friendships and memories that will continue to thrive even as we grow old. It may not hit you now, but years down the road you will catch glimpses of your high school experience and want it back more than anything in the world. Crisp September nights may bring you back to the roar of the crowd as we cheered on our football and soccer teams under the lights, our dedicated superfans decked out in red, white, and blue, black and red, and my personal favorite, onesies. Parent-teacher conferences for your own children someday may remind you of the hours you spent after school talking to your favorite teacher about anything and everything. Cheering on the Red Sox at Fenway may transport you to a gymnasium where red, black, and white dominated the field of vision as we yelled for our classes until our voices became nothing more than loud whispers. A sunset on the beach may bring back memories of the pink, orange, and yellow hues that painted the sky on our first day of senior year as we gathered together on the turf to watch the sunrise. Today, here and now, is our sunset. And as we begin to look at the people who surround us, we will remember how we have all grown together, some people who we have known since we first learned to talk. These are the moments that have come to mean the most and are those that we will miss the most in the coming years. They represent our innocence, our adolescence, and our time together. And my mom's favorite song from my childhood, Kenny Loggins sings, "It's hard to explain how a few precious things seem to follow throughout all our lives." High school will always be a part of us, of what makes us who we are, and we will always have these moments to live by and to cherish. The seemingly fleeting and mundane moments that we embody are so often the ones we wish to relive the most. I am so unbelievably sad to be leaving behind some of the greatest years of my life, but I know that my heart and home will always be at Whitman Hanson. No matter where we go and no matter who we become, we will always together be the class of 2017. And on a final and more personal note, I want to thank everyone who has been with us all on this absolutely incredible journey. Thank you to all of the amazing teachers who have seen a potential and ability within us that we ourselves often have difficulty in recognizing, and for being the very people who have the power to inspire us and guide us into achieving greatness. You are the ones to give us the possibility of a future, to sculpt the next doctors, lawyers, activists, teachers, and countless others. Thank you for touching our hearts and believing in us when very few others did, and for being an essential part to our ultimate success these past 4 years. I have loved each teacher that I have had the privilege of learning from, and you will all hold a special place in my heart. Thank you for changing our lives forever. Most especially to Mrs. Dempsey, thank you for being my greatest mentor and role model these past 4 years. With each person you meet, you inspire, and with each inspiration, you allow someone to attain the confidence needed to chase their dreams, much like you did for me my freshman year. I only wish you could see all of the lives you touch through the people that look up to you so greatly. Thank you for spending hours talking with me after school, coming to my softball games, whether it was sunny or downpouring, getting me through the college process, and always being just a walk away down the hall if I ever needed anything. I truly don't know what I'm going to do without you next year and the years that follow. Thank you for making Whitman Hanson feel like home and saying goodbye so hard. You are most definitely one in a million. Thank you to my best friends for being there every step of the way and dealing with my craziness and stress. You are always able to bring out the best in me and never let me forget to laugh. Thank you for 4 unbelievable years of happiness, tears, and memories that I will hold on to forever. And finally, thank you to my amazing family. Mikey and Annie, thank you for being the best siblings I could ever ask for. You bring so much joy and light into the world, and I am so proud of all that you have accomplished and grown to be. Thank you for bringing me countless laughs and always being there when I need you the most. Your hearts are as big as your dreams, and I hope that never changes. To my mom and dad, thank you for continuously being my biggest supporters and for giving me limitless opportunities to do something remarkable with my life. I only am who I am today because of your unconditional love and moral support. You both are everything I hope to be in life, and I am so proud to be your daughter. Thank you for keeping me grounded and humble and for teaching me to be a good and kind person above all else. I owe the world to you. And so, class of 2017, as you take on life ahead of you, always remember to imagine the unimaginable, dream big but work harder, laugh uncontrollably, be inspired and inspiring, never forget where you came from, and love with your whole heart. We were put on this planet for a purpose, a reason that may still be unknown. Find your path and change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. Please enjoy the Whitman Regional High School Band and their rendition of Into the Storm. Would band and chorus seniors please return to your seats? It is my pleasure to welcome to the podium the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Olivia Morse, to present her speech, Ready for Us.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2017. We made it. Before I start, I'd like to welcome everyone here today. To the parents and families, welcome, and thank you for your unwavering support for your children over the past 18 years. To the teachers and staff, welcome, and thank you for the knowledge, wisdom, and guidance you have imparted upon each of us. To the citizens of Whitman and Hanson, welcome, and thank you for making the community we have all had the privilege of growing up in one of love and strength. I am beyond grateful for the opportunity to speak here in front of you all tonight, and I am certain that the class of 2017 will make you proud when we leave here today. We are gathered here tonight to celebrate our graduation from high school, a symbolic end to our adolescence. We have hoped, longed, and yearned for this day to come. This is strange when you consider it, because typically people aren't very fond of endings. We all cry on senior night because our days on the field are over. We lament the end of summer as the last bonfires go out. We even get emotional when we finish our newest favorite TV series on Netflix. So why is it that from the moment we get to high school, we are dreaming about graduation day, the most monumental and substantial ending of our lives thus far? I know, for one, that I've been looking forward to this day for as long as I can remember, not because I wanted to be done with high school, but because I could not wait to see where I would go from here. College, a career, the freedom of adulthood, I could not wait to have all of these things. But to be truthful, I'm not sure I really thought this day would ever come. And now that this day is here, I find myself asking, am I ready? You see, when you're a teenager, everything seems so permanent, as if your alarm will always go off at 5:30 a.m., game day will come every week, and you'll hear one of Mr. Dempsey's funny puns every day for the rest of your life. Sorry, Mr. Dempsey. It feels like our youth is never ending, like we are immortal. But this is not the case. Time keeps moving forward, and with it, so do we. We may not have realized it, but over these 4 years, we have changed and grown more than we could have ever imagined. And suddenly, we have arrived here today with the blessing and the burden of the reality that we have become adults. As we lament the ending of our childhood, we also remember that endings are a vital part of life. Without endings, we could never move forward. We would never have the opportunity for new beginnings without endings. But with these new beginnings comes great risks. During the years we have spent within the walls of this high school, learning and growing, there has been a whole world outside evolving as well. This world has so much to offer us, but it also has so much it could take away. With a single changing wind, this world can go from comforting to cruel to casually dismissive. Are we ready for it? As adults, we have no choice but to enter this world. But maybe the question we really should be asking is not, are we ready for it, but is it ready for us? Mark Twain once wrote, "The two most important days of your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why." Our first most important day has long passed, so it is now time for us to seek our purpose. Why are we here? What is it that we're meant to do? How can we contribute? How can we prepare this world to be ready for us? I truly believe that every single person sitting here with me has a unique and vital purpose in this life. That does not mean that every person has to go on to be a famous actor or a doctor or a CEO in order to have achieved their purpose. Biology and evolution have made it so that we are all one of a kind. Even though we share many things, our genetic makeups are slightly different from one another. This difference is the most beautiful part of our world. Without it, every one of us would look the same, act the same, be the same. And a world like that would be far too ordinary. A world like that would not be ready for us. We are all unique from each other, and therefore have our own unique contribution we must make to this world. Our success in this endeavor cannot be measured by how much money we make or how impressive our job titles are, but only by how much of a positive impact we leave behind. By the number of people we've helped, by the number of hands we've held, and by the number of lives we have changed. To a world that is so obsessed with the material measures of success, we say no more. We say we would rather measure success in single acts, acts that benefit the greater good. Is this world ready for us? It doesn't matter if you find out what you're meant to do tomorrow or in 30 years. If you find out what you're meant to give back to this world and you give it back, you have done something remarkable. As Mr. Moriarty always says, life isn't short, it's the longest thing you'll ever do. So we all have plenty of time to figure out what it is that we have to contribute. But no matter how long it takes, we owe it to every single person sitting in this audience to never stop seeking out this purpose. Each teacher sitting before us has worked tirelessly to ensure that we have the best of opportunities ahead of us. Without their endless encouragement and passion for teaching, we would not be here today. I know that each one of us has been inspired by you and will remember all the lessons, both in life and in the classroom, that you have taught to us. We also owe this to our parents. For the past 18 years, they have been our biggest supporters, the ones we go through for guidance in all situations. I would like to take this moment to personally thank my mother for all that she has done for me. She never once doubted me or made me believe, and she made me believe I could be whoever I wanted to be. To quote Gilmore Girls, as she guided me through this incredible 18 years, I don't know if she ever realized that the person I most wanted to be was her. I would also like to give a special thanks to every one of my family members here tonight for their continuous love and support. I could not have done this without you. As we leave here today, remember that we have all been blessed with enormous opportunities, and it is our responsibility to take each door that is open to us and use it to make a contribution. With the strife and conflict that is plaguing this world today, our courage, compassion, and determination is needed now more than ever. The French philosopher Albert Camus once wrote, "The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion." Today, class of 2017, I am telling you to live your life with such freedom, positivity, and purpose that your existence itself is an act of rebellion against all things dark and evil in this world. Today, I am telling the world to be ready for us. Thank you.
Please welcome the chairperson of the school committee, Robert Hayes, to address the class of 2017.
Good evening. On behalf of the Whitman Hanson Regional School Committee, welcome to the commencement ceremonies for the class of 2017. It's great to be here this evening with all of you. We have several special people here tonight: faculty members, administration, town officials, the class of 1967. Parents, family, and friends. But most of all, and I mean most of all, the class of 2017. "272 inspired graduating seniors that we could not be any more proud of. They are the best. You just heard from two young ladies that spoke and told you about teachers, administrators, the people who brought them to where they are today. How about a big round of applause for those people? Each graduating class is unique in its accomplishments. Since their arrival as freshmen in the fall of 2013, They have participated in academic and athletic programs in a building that supports 21st century teaching and learning. The faculty and administration have given the class of 2017 the education that is needed to succeed in a 21st century environment. Now, it's up to the graduates to shape their future. And as you just heard, they have a future, and it's a great one. We challenge them to build upon their Whitman Hanson education as they follow their dreams. The commitment to stay focused and achieve their goals will become more and more difficult as they climb the ladder of success, and they are the key to their own success. Get inspired, graduates. Dream big. Big picture thinkers are lifelong learners. Confront challenges. Learn to use your time wisely. Put down that cell phone and socialize with your friends and family. They're the very heart and soul of what you do. Look to the future with hope. Enhance the world we live in and leave it better than you found it. This evening, the school committee says goodbye and best wishes to the class of 2017. While you will no longer be coming to this building every day, you are always welcome here because you will always be Whitman Hanson Panthers. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2017.
Thank you, Mr. Hayes. I'd like to invite our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Ruth Gilbert Whitner, to present her remarks to the class of 2017.
Good evening. This is the best day ever. As my granddaughter says, you're just the best ever, and it's just so exciting to be here and feel the energy here this evening. Members of the Whitman Hanson Regional School Committee, Mr. Simonak, esteemed faculty of the Whitman Hanson Regional High School, parents, relatives, and friends of the graduates, members of the class of 1967, and members of the class of 2017. It's an honor and privilege to be addressing you this evening. Graduation days are special. Memories that will last a lifetime are being created right now for today's graduates. For those of us who graduated from high school some time ago, those memories of our own graduations are rekindled as we proudly watch the class of 2017 receive their diplomas. A recent comment about success from Principal Simonak clarified for me why graduation holds such special meaning for graduates, recent and not so recent. When success is defined as a favorable or desirable outcome, each one of you is a success, having completed all of the requirements to attain a high school diploma. In earning your diploma this evening, you have accomplished a tremendous amount. From the beginning of your public school journey in kindergarten to this very stage this evening, you've learned to read, write, and calculate, completed homework, written papers, participated in class, given presentations, taken lots of tests, and passed the high-stakes MCAS in English Language Arts, Mathematics, and Science. Your success this evening recognizes that you are leaving Whitman Hanson with the requisite skills and knowledge of a high school graduate. Your diploma is tangible proof that you have the foundations for a lifetime of learning, problem-solving, and decision-making. Your diploma is evidence of your success. Completing high school was a multi-year accomplishment, and success beyond high school won't happen overnight either. Parents, relatives, teachers, coaches, family members, and friends have helped and supported you throughout your education. Nevertheless, you own your own success this evening at commencement and in the years to come. While there are no postgraduate recipes to guarantee a successful life, the poem Success, which is actually attributed to two people, so we'll give them both credit, Ralph Waldo Emerson, American poet and essayist, and also to Bessie Anderson Stanley, an American writer. Both of them offer thoughts to consider when thinking about a successful life. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a little bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. That is to have succeeded. You will leave this evening a successful Whitman Hanson graduate. How you use your public school education, the foundation of your success in the future, belongs entirely to you. And I give you all my best wishes for successful lives. Class of 2017, stay in touch, come back to visit, let us know how we've done for you. Make good choices, do your best, thank your teachers, and love your family and friends. Congratulations and happy graduation.
Please welcome the high school assistant principal, David Fleck, to the podium for the presentation of awards.
The Class of 1950 English Prize is given to the most outstanding student of English over the past 4 years. This year's recipient will receive a check in the amount of $300. The Class of 1950 English Prize is awarded to Emily Cook. The Ellen Conway Spellman Prizes were endowed by the late Cardinal Spellman in honor of his mother. The recipients of these awards researched a topic of literary and social significance and successfully presented the results of their work in oral competition. These prizes are awarded to the following persons. The third place award in the amount of $700 goes to Zara Rabinovitz. The second place award in the amount of $800 goes to Madison Jollymore. And the first place award in the amount of $1,500 goes to Emily Gonzalez. The Alton E. Taylor Award, given by the class of 1951. Alton Red Taylor was a member of the class of 1951 who lost his life in the Korean War. Classmates saw Red as a young man who was unknown and in some ways a non-participant until he flourished and became a leader during his senior year. Thus, the class of 1951 felt this award should be given to the senior boy who realized his potential during his senior year. The high school faculty votes this award. The recipient will receive a check in the amount of $400, and his name will be inscribed on a plaque prominently displayed here in the school. The nominees for this award were Anilton Correa, Michael Gorman, Jonathan LeBrun, and Stephen Tedeschi. The recipient of the class of 1951's Alton E. Taylor Award is Michael Gorman. The Pamela Costantino Award, given by the class of 1983. Pam Constantino was a member of the class of 1983 who lost her life in an automobile accident. Pam's classmates established this award. The class of 1983 felt that recognizing a senior girl who best demonstrates her potential during her senior year would be a fitting tribute to Pam. The high school faculty also votes this award. The recipient will receive a check, and her name will be inscribed on an award plaque prominently displayed in the school. Nominees for this award were Juliana DeRamio, Emma Donnelly, Jessica Goudreau, and Taylor McVeigh. The recipient of the class of 1983's Pam Constantino Award is Jessica Goudreau. The Cindy Kroll Award, given by the class of 1986, in memory of their classmate, Cindy Kroll. The recipients of this award are chosen by the class advisors for their unselfish and lasting contributions to the class over the last 4 years while not holding a major class or school office position. The recipients will receive a plaque, and their names will also be inscribed on an award plaque prominently displayed here in the school. The recipients of the class of 1986's Cindy Kroll Award are Devin Smith and Patrick Brown. The Narissa Lynn Cross Cup Award, given by the class of 1999. Narissa Cross Cup was a member of the class of 1999 who tragically lost her life in a car accident during her junior year. Narissa was a determined and outgoing girl who excelled in academics and athletics. This award is given each year to a senior who has overcome difficult personal circumstances in his or her attempt to attain educational goals and who also plans to attend college. The recipient will receive a personal plaque and a check in the amount of $150, and their name will also be inscribed on an award plaque prominently displayed here in the school. The nominees for this award were Joshua Baker, Lila Dews, Jacob Drury, Owen Lyden, Peter Wilkins, and Matthew Wilkinson. The recipient of the Narissa Lynn Cross Cup Award is Owen Lyden. The Samuel O. Gurney Foundation Sportsmanship Awards are endowed by the late S. Reginald Gurney Foundation. The recipients of this award are the outstanding young male and female graduates who have demonstrated sportsmanship as well as athletic and scholarly ability during their 4 years as student athletes at our high school. The recipients will receive a check in the amount of $250 and a commemorative trophy. This year's recipients of the Samuel O. Gurney Sportsmanship Awards are Taylor McVeigh and Luke Tamulevich. The Dennis M. O'Brien Scholarships are given in memory of Mr. Dennis M. O'Brien. Dennis was a student, a teacher, and a coach here at Whitman Hanson Regional High School. These scholarships are awarded to the male and female students who have attained the highest class rank while participating in our school's athletic program over the past 4 years. The recipients of this award epitomize the student-athlete ideal we strive for here at Whitman Hanson. The recipients of this award will receive a check in the amount of $1,000, and you guessed it, their names will be inscribed on a plaque prominently displayed here in the school. The first Dennis M. O'Brien Scholarship goes to Olivia Morse. The second recipient of the Dennis M. O'Brien Scholarship is Robert Caleri. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Hayes, Chairman of the School Committee, to present the Alumni Scholarship.
Thank you, Mr. Fluck. On behalf of the Whitman High School, Whitman Hanson Regional High School alumni, they are presenting a scholarship, 2 scholarships this evening, in the amount of $500 to 2 separate recipients. The first recipient is Hannah C. McDonald. And the second recipient is Olivia Morse.
Please welcome to the podium Mr. Kevin Kafka, President of the Whitman Hanson Education Association.
Good evening and welcome. Congratulations to the class of 2017. Awesome job. On behalf of the Whitman Hanson Education Association, I am honored and humbled to recognize the following students for achieving academic excellence here at Whitman Hanson Regional High School. The first award goes to Olivia Morse. The second award goes to Michaela White. The third award goes to Emily Cook. All right, here's the exciting part. Yeah. The Lovell Award is given in memory of Eugenia F. Lovell, a past long-term member of the Whitman School Committee who dedicated her life to the pursuit and recognition of academic excellence. This award is achieved by the graduate who most exhibits the qualities of excellence held in such esteem by Eugenia F. Lovell. In addition to a plaque, there is also a monetary award in the amount of $1,000. The recipient of the Lovell Award is selected by the vote of the faculty in recognition of the student who is outstanding in character, leadership, and service to the school. The recipient must rank in the top third of the class. This is the highest and most honorable award attainable at Whitman Hanson Regional High School. Before I present this award, I'd like to read the nominees. The nominees were Kelly Burke, Robert Caleri, Emily Cook, Connor Keene, Elizabeth Ingram, Olivia Morse, Zara Rabinovitz, Lily Spicer, and Michaela White. This year's recipient of the Eugenia F. Lovell Award goes to Miss Lily Spicer. Thank you.
Each year, the senior class selects a student to speak at commencement. This year, the class of 2017 chose Sophia O'Brien as their selected speaker. Sophie, the podium is yours.
Class of 2017. We started from the bottom about 4 years ago around this time of year as scared, innocent 8th graders who had no idea what the next 4 years of their lives would bring them. No idea of how many amazing, I knew I would do this, sorry. No idea of how many amazing people we would meet, how many amazing teachers we would have, or how many amazing memories we would make. And now we're here as the graduating class and soon to be nurses, teachers, engineers, scientists, armed service members, and all the other outstanding things we have to offer for the future. But it is not the starting and ending point that has made a difference in all of our lives or has gotten us to where we are today. It's the journey we've taken these past 4 years. It's the days as a freshman where you lapped the school about 4 times until you could find your class. It's the times in gym class where you were so scared to play with the big bad seniors, afraid of what might happen if you don't surrender when they tried to get you out in mat ball. It's those special times you spent with your now closest friends who you never in a million years saw yourself being friends with. It's those unforgettable times with your teammates, bandmates, drama club, or show choir members that you will cherish for as long as you live. And it's those times and laughs you spent with your favorite teacher who has taught you more than you can imagine in such a short time. These are the moments and experiences that have gotten us to where we are and helped us discover who we are. However, the journey was not always as easy as we set it out to be. As Errol Ozen said, some beautiful paths can't be discovered without getting lost. And along the way, many of us can agree in saying we got lost, or in other words, felt like we got defeated or that we just wanted to give up. These were the nights we would be up until 1 a.m. doing that last ounce of homework or that project we procrastinated to do until the last minute, even though your bed was calling your name. It was those times you were doing so well in a class that you got so down on yourself, that you weren't doing so well in the class, that you got so down on yourself that you thought you shouldn't even try anymore. It was those games or competitions you lost and put the blame all on yourself. Or it was those difficulties in your personal or family life that made you never want to get out of bed again. But clearly, we got out of bed and we didn't let those late nights, bad grades, or tough losses stop us, because look where we are. We have made it to the biggest stage of our lives so far and made the journey worthwhile. Although, as we may have helped ourselves get through these times when we were lost, I'll also look out to see so many faces that include parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, guidance counselors, teachers, and other staff members that have also played a very substantial role in helping us stay on the road of our sometimes bumpy journey. And coming from myself and the rest of class of 2017, I can tell you that we are eternally grateful for all of your help in getting us here and would like to thank each and every one of you. And as we go on in our lives, we will see and hear about each other doing some pretty incredible things. Whether it be Amy Collins becoming the best nurse out there, Luke Tamulevich doing golf management like a pro, Bryce Pulkinen killing it in accounting, Nora Warren writing some pretty inspiring things as a journalist, Jake Arena being hands down the greatest psychologist, or Sam Tedeschi making each and every one of us extremely proud in the Army, I know for a fact we will go on to have an impact on the world, small or large. As Steve Maraboli said, you were put on this earth to achieve great things. You were put on this earth to achieve your greatest self, to live out your purpose and do it courageously. And courageously, I know the class of 2017 will. Now, as our journey of high school ends, the journey of the rest of our lives begins. I can't express how happy and honored I am to have been part of such an amazing and unforgettable class, and I'm sad to say that our time together has expired. Class of 2017, we did it. And I know we will go on to do some more remarkable things. Our journey has only just begun. Thank you.
Thank you, Soph. I would like to take a moment to thank Mr. Don Legg and Mr. Devin Dondero for the contributions of the chorus and band for this ceremony and so many other celebrations here at Whitman Hanson Regional High School. They're awesome. I would also like to recognize and thank the senior class advisors, Mr. John Rosen and Mr. Dan Moriarty, for the many added hours they have dedicated to the senior class and many events and celebrations this year. Thank you to Ms. Siobhan Horton, Ms. Carrie Allen, and Mr. David Fleck for the organization of tonight's festivities. Special thanks to members of Tech Services, especially Jason Cook, for providing all audio and visual enhancements. Ernie Sandlin and his custodial staff should also be commended. This place looks incredible. These are the accomplishments of the class of 2017. 81 members of this class were recognized by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts as John and Abigail Adams Scholarship winners. This award is based on a student's MCAS exam and entitles each student to a scholarship for free tuition at any state university in Massachusetts. With seniors receiving this award, please stand for recognition. Students from this class receive book awards from various colleges. Jack Nichols and Kelly Burke from St. Michael's College, Taylor McVeigh from Dartmouth, Zara Rabinovitz from Smith College, Emily Gonzalez from Wellesley, Olivia Morse from Harvard, and Michaela White from Brown University. Would book award winners please stand for recognition? Michael Shea was awarded the Xerox Award for Innovation in Information Technology. Emily Cook, the Bausch & Lomb Science Award. Connor Keene received the George Eastman Young Leaders Award. Elizabeth Ingram was presented the Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award, and Ryan Gaines the Rensselaer Medal. Will these students please stand for recognition? Many seniors participated and excelled in music and music performance during their tenure at Whitman Hanson Regional High School. Alex Cook brought our chorus to a higher level as a three-time All-State Chorus, District, and SEMSPA participant. Michael Gorman was a featured soloist in chorus and show choir this year and was selected to perform with senior districts and SEMSPA. Michaela McEachern, Jordan Galinas, Tyler Sansone, and Megan Calloway were committed, valuable members of chorus all 4 years. Ryan Gaines was a member of the clarinet section in the 2017 SEMSPA Festival Concert Band. Connor Keene will receive the Kiwanis Concert Band Award. Alex Cook will receive the Kiwanis Jazz Ensemble Award. Owen O'Brien and Kaylee Berman, the recipients of the Senior Band Directors Award, and Alyssa Dorr and Ryan Gaines, the John Philip Sousa Award. Zara Rabinowitz performed as feature soloist with the chorus and high-frequency show choir, and Alyssa Dorr was the first Whitman Hanson student to choreograph our own show choir performance, which earned the group 3 silver medals this year. A special thanks and shout out to the pop rock ensemble seniors, Rachel Kennedy Kern and Alex Cook, who helped make our Thanksgiving pep rally a memorable one. Would band and chorus students I just mentioned please stand for recognition? Would all senior members of band, chorus, marching band, majorettes, jazz ensemble, and high frequency please stand for recognition? Samantha Healy, the drama club president, Tyler Sansone, the vice president, and stage manager Katie Hamilton, along with fellow seniors, demonstrated exceptional leadership skills, not only on the stage, but in the community. Drama Club worked closely with the Whitman Area Toy Drive, setting up, collecting donations, and wrapping gifts. Drama Club also showed their presence at both of the Panther Education Trust sponsored events, Truck or Treat, and the Kids Fitness Festival, helping to raise money that directly helps to fund programs and supplies for our high school. Drama Club tech students lent their support, working the Mr. Whitman Hanson pageant and spending several after-school hours constructing sets for both of this year's productions, Xanadu and Aida. Would these students and participants, both on stage and backstage of the Drama Club, please stand for recognition? Art in Action treasurer Leah Ricciarelli deserves praise for her enduring commitment to the Memory Project. Most children arrive at orphanages without any photos or keepsakes of their childhood. For the past 4 years, Leah has volunteered her time and talent to create beautiful portraits of orphaned children from Mexico, India, Ethiopia, and Colombia. She was joined this year by seniors Bree Holmes, Haley Durant, Haley Welch, Kylie Kaur, Jordan Galinas, and Emily Gonzalez. Art in Action President Emily Gonzalez took part in the Savannah College of Art Rising Stars program and earned $20,000 annually in scholarship awards to attend their college. Emily also received 3 awards at the Scholastic Art Awards this year. Haley Durant was one of a select few student artists chosen as a South Shore Art Center Art Star. She has been working collaboratively with a small group of students and professional artists on a 16-foot high mural that will be seen by commuter rail passengers in Cohasset. She will receive a citation from the State House this month for her work. Last year, as a junior, Kylie Kaur earned the honor to be a South Shore Art Center Art Star. She has been a leader among many Whitman Hanson art students. She has worked on every large-scale community art project, including the Stairwell Project, the oversized sports drawing and murals in the school hallway and on the field, as well as helping with the annual Art in Bloom celebration. Will all senior Art in Action students who have helped to enhance Whitman Hanson through their artistic efforts please stand to be recognized. Whitman Hanson participates in a program administered by the Massachusetts Bar Association. Students are given facts for a case and then must develop their roles. Our senior-dominated team consistently earn 9s and 10s from the judges. Next year will be a rebuilding year since almost every senior has been on mock trial since they were freshmen. Seniors who participated in mock trial, please stand for recognition. The National Honor Society worked hard to give back to the Whitman and Hanson communities this past year. With the Miles for Meals 5K in the fall and the Snowball semi-formal this past winter, NHS raised $4,500 for the Whitman and Hanson food pantries. For Valentine's Day, students made buckets of love for more than 20 children at the Carolina Hill Homeless Shelter in Marshfield. Members also worked together to gather supplies for an orphanage in Haiti and the Massachusetts School on Wheels for homeless children. NHS members logged hundreds of hours in tutoring students at all grade levels. In addition, NHS members read to elementary school students through its Once Upon a Time initiative. Finally, NHS helped Green Hanson in Camp Kewanee with their cleanup efforts this spring and visited the Hanson Senior Center throughout the year. Would all senior NHS members please stand for recognition? This year, 34 seniors in DECA competed at the district conference held in January in Quincy. 8 seniors placed in the top 8 for their individual category and qualified to advance to the state conference held in March in Boston. At states, these seniors competed against more than 3,000 students. Zara Rabinovitz finished in the top 10 in her category at states and qualified for the International Career Development Conference in Anaheim, California. At the ICDC Mini Awards, Zara earned a medal in one of her role plays. Zara also earned a spot as a finalist for this category and then was called to return to the grand award session. She was recognized on the national stage as a finalist in Business Services Management. She is the second student in Whitman Hanson history to be recognized as an ICDC finalist. Would all seniors that participated in DECA please stand for recognition? Ryan Gaines was the MVP of the math team this year. He scored the most points overall and was the #1 player out of 70 participants at their first meet. Ryan and his fellow seniors, Kelly Burke, Jonathan Lebrun, Bryce Polkinen, and Michaela White attended every meet and were instrumental in securing 4th place again in Division 5 of the Southeastern Massachusetts Math League. Would all members of the Whitman Hanson math team please stand for recognition? "65 students participated in the Experimental Learning and Leadership Internship Program, formerly CSL. 6 were offered jobs after their internship. James Carroll, Ryan Dolan, Mark Gurney, Jake Felicicia, Will Wallace, and Jillian Shangold. Nearly all received certificates from the University of Rhode Island Center for Leadership Development as an emerging leader after participating in a day-long leadership adventure programs. All students combined for over 4,100 hours at their internships, and 17 students completed more hours than required by the course, showing their commitment to their placement. Would all students that participated in the Experimental Learning and Leadership Program please stand for recognition? The Whitman Hanson chapter of the Harry Potter Alliance, Order of the Panther, was created and spearheaded by this senior class. Elizabeth Ingram, the mastermind behind the idea for this club, created an energetic group that is known for nerds doing good deeds, but has become a safe, comfortable space for many seniors in our school community, brought together by their love of Harry Potter. Some of the many charitable campaigns the seniors have completed include making blankets, scarves, holiday ornaments, and cupcakes to raise money for Boston Children's Hospital. Senior members include Caitlin Daly, Devin Smith, Mimi Wang, Megan Calloway, Jordan Galinas, Jessica Deutsch, Brittany Holmes, Chantel Jewett, and Brianna Longambina. Would seniors involved in the Harry Potter Alliance Order of the Panther please stand for recognition? Michaela White was the founder and president of the Astronomy Club. Her dedication and passion for astronomy guided her to ask permission to start the club, and it has been incredibly successful. Michaela built the club from the ground up, and is now the Astronomy Club is a well-established and attended club. Peter Wilkins was the vice president of the Astronomy Club, is on to study astrophysics at Florida Institute of Technology. Would seniors who participated in the Astronomy Club please stand for recognition? The Key Club is committed to serving the communities of Whitman and Hanson and had another outstanding year. Under the leadership of senior officers Jessica Goudreau, Chantel Jewett, Hannah Johnson, Chris Kenny, Marissa Michoud, Kylie Sheldon, and Haley Welch, the Key Club volunteered at Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, Christmas in the City, Miles for Meals, the Whitman Food Pantry, and Trick-or-Trucking. Key Club members went trick-or-treating for UNICEF and trick-or-canning to collect food for the Whitman and Hanson Food Pantry. They donated Christmas gifts to needy families in Whitman and Hanson and collected gently used clothes for Cradles to Crayons. They organized the successful prom fashion show and Cancer Awareness Week to raise over $2,000 for the American Cancer Society. They walked 20-plus miles in the Walk for Hunger in Boston and are participating in the Relife for Life in Abington on June 10th. Their commitment to service and raising awareness for causes that are important to them has inspired us all this year. Senior members of Key Club, please stand for recognition. The Rainbow Alliance is Whitman Hanson's Gay Straight Alliance Club. This is a group of students, faculty, and staff who promote equality for all students. The Rainbow Alliance promotes our atmosphere of acceptance and pride in both our school and community at large. It also provides opportunities for LGBTQ youth to form a centralized and supportive community and to connect with one another. Would the Rainbow Alliance President Kylie O'Brien and its Public Relations Officer Taryn Cronell please stand to be recognized? Student Council, under the leadership and direction of officers Tom Long, Zara Rabinowitz, and Jesse Goudreau, and fellow senior executive board members Michaela White and Pat Brown, had an outstanding year. Student Council held a hugely successful homecoming dance, numerous spirit days to promote a positive school environment, sponsored Penny Days for the 33rd consecutive year, raising over $2,500, hosted motivational speaker Josh Dreen, held the first ever faculty feud, ran successful random acts of kindness and staff appreciation weeks, and was recognized by our state organization as a Gold Council of Excellence, the highest award a student council can achieve in Massachusetts. Would all seniors in student council please stand for recognition? On behalf of the entire community, I'd like to thank our student athletes for their dedication and competitive play while maintaining the highest of ethics and behavior on and off the field. Over the course of their 4 years in high school, 172 students participated in some level of athletics in one or more of our 27 sports. Will all seniors that have participated in athletics at any point over your 4 years please stand for recognition? Leadership was a major theme for the class of 2017. 43 seniors served as their teams as captains. Our captains not only led their teams in action, but they completed more than 430 hours of community service. Would all athletic captains please stand for recognition? "44 seniors received Patriot League All-Star honors. Would all All-Stars please stand for recognition? "35 students received all scholastic honors in their respective sports. Would those students please stand to be recognized? Sportsmanship is important to Whitman Hanson and our athletic program. 22 seniors earned sportsmanship awards from the Patriot League in their respective sports. Would all of these sportsmanship award winners please stand for recognition? The senior class made major contributions to team success as well. 20 of our 27 sports advanced to postseason play. Would all seniors who played on tournament teams or on teams which competed in the postseason please stand for recognition? Fall and winter cheerleading, girls hockey, boys basketball, and baseball all won league titles. Would senior members of these championship teams please stand for recognition? The girls soccer team had an amazing season, winning their 3rd ever South Sectional title. Would all members of the sectional champions please stand for recognition? Our senior cheerleaders finished off a remarkable career. During their 4 years, they won every league championship, 6 state championships, a New England championship, and this year won a national championship in Dallas, Texas. These are some of the hardest working student athletes, not only in our school, but in the entire state. Will the senior cheerleaders please stand for recognition? The boys basketball team took our school back to the Boston Garden by winning their 2nd straight sectional championship to go along with their 2nd straight league title. Will the senior members of the boys basketball team please stand for recognition? The senior leadership from our superfans during the basketball team's postseason run was nothing short of amazing. During the sectional finals at the Boston Garden, host and MIA officials complimented me on how our fans represented the red and black. Would all of our superfans rise and make some noise one last time? Our 27 athletic teams completed more than 31 community service projects this year, from raising money to fight cancer to reading at elementary schools. Our senior class has always understood what it means to give back. Would senior athletes who helped with community service please stand to be recognized? The student-athlete concept is something ingrained in all of our students. Academics are always our first priority. In that spirit, 2 students, Lucas Moscoso and Taylor McVeigh, were recognized by the Patriot League for their excellence in competition and in the classroom as Patriot League school-wide scholar athletes. In addition, 26 other students were honored as the scholar athletes in their respective sports. Would our scholar athletes please rise for recognition? On Wednesday evening, members of the class of 2017 received close to $210,000 in scholarship money funded by the Dollars for Scholars, as well as additional local scholarship donations. Would all scholarship award winners please stand for recognition? Please allow me to recognize our educators and call to attention their tireless commitment to excellence in academic pursuit. Our teachers believe all students can succeed. They see beyond grades, numbers, and tests. They hold kids accountable, but have empathy and are kind, and they give beyond what anyone knew was possible. Whitman Hanson teachers, you have made a difference in the lives of the class of 2017 and of the many students who sit in your classrooms. On behalf of all in attendance, we thank you for your enthusiasm, compassion, and dedication to student achievement and learning. Would all educators in our assembly please rise for recognition at this time? Class of 2017, today is about accolade and achievement, but it was my goal to recognize many of you for a brief moment. However, there are some of you who sit here and should be commended for actions that aren't on any traditional awards list. I want to give a shout out to these students and their parents and caretakers who persevered through this journey called high school. Recently, I stumbled across the missing awards list on a blog by Sarah Borgsteed. I find her award list appropriate to share with you today. I wish I could give an award to the students who were brave enough to come to school the day after a difficult day. The day when you got an F on a test, fought with a friend, or were in trouble and sitting in my office. I wish I could give an award to those of you who sitting here who did homework and studied while juggling a job, had to care for your siblings or a sick family member to help pay the bills and make ends meet at home. I wish I could give an award to those of you who cope with surgeries, allergies, medications, conditions, tests, procedures, doctor's appointments, measured diets, braced limbs, and side effects as part of your normal. I wish I could give an award to those of you who try so incredibly, fantastically hard to get things right 1,000 tries, while other kids master it with ease. Math, staying focused, poetry, athletics, sitting still, how to make eye contact, or ways to keep a friend, just to name a few. And my final award I'd like to give to the parents and caretakers who love the kids that don't get the awards. Parents who open the invitations and sit through the award ceremonies of other kids and on the inside cry, "My kid too," if you could only see "my kid too." While on the outside, they nod, clap, and cheer with voices politely saying, "Congratulations, well done." Seniors, in about 30 minutes, each of you begins a new journey. Some have committed to service in our military. Others will attend schools like Johns Hopkins, Holy Cross, Bentley, UMass Amherst, Massasoit, Westfield State, or Boston College. Still others will join the workforce providing necessary services to consumers in the area. I want to thank you for all of your contributions to our school culture and community. You have been an outstanding class, representing the best of the towns of Whitman and Hanson. Please know that everyone present today believes in your ability and wishes you only the best in your pursuits. Members of the audience, please join me with applause to recognize the accomplishments of this wonderful class. I would like to invite Stephen Tedeschi and Connor Keene to the podium to recite the class ode, followed by the presentation of the class gift.
Thank you, Mr. Simonak. Forgive me if I choke up or start crying or something. Feel free to laugh at me if you want. I'm looking at you, Dad. So here goes the ode to the class of 2017. Somebody once told me that according to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. And I don't exactly know what I mean, but I mean it. Anyway, like a bee, we all live on this speck called Earth. Think about what you might do today or tomorrow and make the most of it. You all have brains in your head, you all have feet in your shoes, and you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. So don't tell me that the sky's the limit when there's footprints on the moon, because if your dreams don't scare you, they're definitely not big enough. So listen up, class of 2017, because we've got some advice for you. We're all in this together, and we're never going to give you up. We're never going to let you down. Just keep swimming, take the road less traveled by, don't throw away your shot, always have courage and be kind. And the most worthwhile thing is to try to put happiness into the lives of others. Wherever you go, go with all your heart, and above all else, to thine own self be true. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, so enjoy it, because it's happening. And though this may be a new beginning, just remember that every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Over the last 4 years, we never realized we were making memories. We just thought we were having fun. And as we move forward, we wish you a lifetime of moments too beautiful to capture on film. Wow. This is it. We are a family, and we found it all on our own. How lucky are we to have something that makes it so hard to say goodbye to? You've taught me that sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. And I know I have a heart, because I can feel it breaking. So for you, the class of 2017, 1,000 times over, thank you.
One more time. Ready? Good evening, graduating class of 2017.
That's my boy.
That's it. That's the last one. Never going to hear it again.
Thank God. Thank you. I think we can clap a little louder for that. Can we get a loud cheer for never having to hear Connor yell again? There we go.
4 times before now, I've stood in front of you and delivered a speech. By now, you know how it probably goes. A Disney quote, and something regarding about legacy. Walt Disney once said, whatever you do it well. Do it so well that when people see you do it, they want to come back and see you do it again. And they will bring others and show them how well you do what you do. There it is. We have all left a mark on this school, a legacy, in classmates, staff, and most importantly, each other. No one forget the sound of Josh Baker's laugh as it echoes through the hallways. We can all thank Lucas Franklin and Josh Penny for teaching us new, colorful vocabulary. Like, sud, I'm gonna flex on you. Foo. And if it wasn't for Emily Cook and Olivia Morse, none of us would know that getting a 95% on a test or quiz is not a grade to be appreciated. Legacy. We all have one. As a class, we have one. And our class gift symbolizes a part of our legacy. We're a hungry class. Yes, we complain a lot in class that we couldn't get to lunch faster, but not that kind of hungry. We're hungry to reach for our goals. We're hungry to take chances. We're hungry to prove that we're the people we've always said we'd be. The graduating class of 2017 is proud to present 2 oversized Blackstone grills as their class gift. Whitman Hanson, feel free to use them for whatever you like. But remember, when you eat a burger from these grills, you can thank us. Parents, underclassmen, and Whitman Hanson staff, thank you for letting us bestow our legacy upon you. Class of 2017 officers, signing off. Good night, Whitman Hanson.
Would President of Student Council Tom Long proceed to the podium for the presentation of Teacher of the Year and Staff Person of the Year?
As Student Council President, I am honored to have the privilege to announce this year's Staff Member and Teacher of the Year. These awards are unique as they are both appointed by class members of the class of 2017. This year's Staff Member is really well known to many students. She is always ready to greet you with a smile and always seems to be in a good mood. She is always willing to lend a sympathetic ear and is involved in numerous programs that occur during the school year. It is my pleasure to announce the class of 2017 staff member, Mrs. Courtney Seelig. There are not enough words to describe the impact that this year's Teacher of the Year has had on particularly everyone. Her outgoing personality and general care for her students shines through in everything she does. She is there for anyone at seemingly every event the school puts on. The school would be a much gloomier place without her here. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce the class of 2017's Teacher of the Year, Ms. Ellen Galambos.
Welcome back, graduates of 1967. As I was preparing my comments for you, I found a copy of your yearbook, The Interim. Looking at you now, I can honestly say you haven't changed one bit. Class of 1967, let's now take you down a little journey back in time and share with the class of 2017 what high school was like 50 years ago. Most likely to succeed were Alita and Dave. Most sophisticated were Joyce and George. Cutest were Sue and Mike. Class clowns were Debbie and Steve. And your class athletes were Robbie and Sooty. Class of 2017, you guys know Sooty, the one and only Boss Moss. Mr. Boothby was the new superintendent principal, and Mr. Lane was the vice principal. I bet they didn't have to ask students to turn off Snapchat or stop Instagramming in the hallway in 1967. When you graduated in 1967, you couldn't download your favorite song on iTunes, but you could blast Respect, To Sir With Love, Daydream Believer, and Groovin', all #1 hits in 1967. There was no HD TV to watch The Lucy Show, Bewitched, Red Skelton, or Gomer Pyle, and you had to come home to watch your favorite bands on Bandstand live. There was no DVD, on demand, or DVRs to record it. The quotes of 1967. What we have here is a failure to communicate from Cool Hand Luke. They call me Mr. Tibbs from the heat of the night. And Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you? From The Graduate. Rolling Stone began publication. The first handheld calculator was invented, and Slurpees became available at all 7-Elevens in 1967. The St. Louis Cardinals won the World Series. The Green Bay Packers won the first Super Bowl. The Toronto Maple Leafs were NHL champions, and the Philadelphia 76ers won the NBA title. Congratulations, Whitman Hanson Regional High School class of 1967, on your 50th anniversary as a proud Panther. We will begin with the awarding of the 50-year certificates. When your name is called, please stand, and your certificate will be delivered right to your chair.
Linda Anderson and Teskey. Roy Bays. Edwin Bell. Maureen Blaine Hill. Sheila Brown Summit. Francis Callahan. Marianne Kavicki Drusano. Fred Chandler. Howard Chandler. Deborah DeLillo McGough. Kathleen Ewell Walcott. Mary Finley Porter. George Foote. Linda Gardner Dorgan. Linda Gassett Lawson. Stephen Green. Rose Hannigan Ruxton. Karen Harriman Noonan. Francis Marini. Marguerite McDonough. David Morrison. Susan Boss Moss. George Noon. Jean Nakunsky Smith. Gregory O'Rourke. Robert Pratt. Beatrice Sarah Chagro. Sandra Smith Balonis. Karen Stenberg Mason. Patricia Terrell Delaney. Kathleen Travers Marini. And Constance Williams Webb.
(2017), are you ready now? At this time, the graduating class will proceed to receive their diplomas. After the last graduate has received his or her diploma, the class will be asked to stand as the official pronouncement of their status is made.
Lily Carol Spicer.
Stephen Richard Tedeschi.
Connor Paul Keene, diploma presented by school committee member Robert O'Brien.
Michaela Ann White.
Olivia Bell Morse.
Emily Rose Cook.
Sophia Viola O'Brien, diploma presented by School Committee Vice Chairman Fred Small.
Caroline Lee Alexopoulos.
Joshua Christopher Baker.
Patrick Joseph Brown.
Jacob Paul Bucco.
Kelly Ann Burke. Good job, Kelly.
Robert Griffin Caleri.
Megan Marie Calway.
Cameron James Callahan, diploma presented by School Committee Chairman and Uncle Bob Hayes.
Caitlin Elizabeth Chernicki.
Blake Shepard Carpenter.
Sarah Ann Conant.
Amory Catherine Collins.
Kylie Aaron Core.
Evan Joseph Corbett.
Thomas Joseph Dolan.
Jessica Louise Deutsch.
Ian Francis Duffy and Father Paul Duffy, member of the class of 1967.
Alyssa Noel Dorr.
Lucas Harrison Franklin.
Abby Nicole Freyer.
Amanda Nicole Gachicha.
Alyssa Catherine Freyer.
Jessica Mary Gaudreau.
Carly Jade Garden.
Michael Jeffrey Gorman.
Emily Rose Gonzalez.
Catherine Elizabeth Hamilton.
Angelina Rose Gaducci.
Elizabeth Holm Ingram.
Brittany Gail Holmes.
Rachel Sharon Kennedy Curran.
Allison Kathleen Jonas.
Caleb Edward Lewis.
Emily Rose Leary.
Thomas James McGann.
Kayla Nicole Martin.
Marissa Aaron Mishu.
Taylor Marie McVeigh.
Lucas Xavier Moscoso.
Sienna Crowley Mitten.
John James Murphy.
Aiden Francis Malidi.
Olivia Eileen Penny.
Lily Alice Nolan.
Zara Eve Rabinovitz, diploma presented by School Committee member Alexandria Taylor.
Bryce Evan Polkinen.
Leah Paige Ricciarelli.
Olivia Catherine Reed.
Jack G. Ying Ryan.
Chloe Jean Roberts.
Christopher Michael Seiler Jr.
Sarah Elizabeth Sicardo.
Michael Robert Shea.
Jillian Rose Shangold.
Devin Lindsay Smith.
Kylie Marie Sheldon.
Shane Ryan Walsh.
Olivia Ashley Villanueva.
Haley Madison Welch.
Zuya Wong.
Peter Gordon Wilkins Jr.
Robert Donald Whitman III.
Peyton Valerie Wright. Diploma presented by former school committee member and grandfather Wilbur Danner.
Olivia Rose Afanato.
Samuel Jacob Andruck.
Jacob Ethan Arena.
Gabrielle Paige Arnold.
Riley Faith Arsenault.
Allison Francis Arthur.
Brittany Augustin.
Kristen Jane Arthur.
Cameron Macmillan Bain.
Candice Marie Baker.
Katia Teresa Barboza.
Leah Baker.
Connor Ian Barrett.
Kyle Francis Bartolomea.
Nicholas Sean Bates.
Daniel Thomas Bean.
Michael Gerard Bergen Jr.
Kaylee Libby Berman.
Sophia Marie Berthum.
Isabel Rose Bertocchi.
Jason Patrick Bossy.
Kyle Michael Burke.
Skylar Thomasine Byron.
John Paul Cameron.
James Joseph Carroll.
Daniel Jennings Cashman.
Amanda Elizabeth Chapman.
Grant William Chamora.
Trey Armstrong Ciano.
Joseph Aloysius Collette V.
Brett William Connors.
Alexander Preston Cook.
Tyler James Cookson.
Marissa Lynn Coronella.
Anilton Barros Carrera.
Taryn Elise Crannell.
Christopher James Crawford Duchamp.
Brittany Elizabeth Christina.
Timothy John Cronin.
Maddie Marie Currier.
Frank Michael Sycan.
Caitlin Patricia Daly.
Justin Roy Damon.
Sophia Alyssa Dokshevich.
Alexis Christina Davis.
Brett Andrew Davis.
Lauren Elizabeth DeLugri.
Samantha Catherine DeSimone.
Lila Yvonne Dews.
Juliana Bella Doramio.
Robert Joseph Doherty.
Ryan John Dolan.
Emma Kathleen Donnelly.
Jacob Ryan Drury.
Haley Robin Durant.
Hayden Edward Essen.
Lauren Ashley Figueroa.
Jake Joseph Felicicia.
Nico Stephen Flamos.
Colin Mackenzie Flynn Gallagher.
JC Elizabeth Ford.
Jennifer Ann Ford.
Ryan Douglas Gaines.
Jordan Elizabeth Galanis.
Gabrielle Rose Gately.
Abigail Michelle Gentile.
Julia Lane Gokul.
Jason Andrew Govea.
Nathaniel Allen Gilmet.
Kevin Richard Gurney.
Jake Thomas Hanley.
Mark William Gurney.
William Preston Haren.
Samantha Pauline Healy.
Kyle Michael Hennessy.
Alexa Marie Herlihy.
Daniel Paul Hickey.
Alyssa Michelle Holland.
Caitlin Rose Howard.
James Michael Rono.
Cullen William Humphreys.
Raquel Lynn Hunt.
Kathleen Rose Hurlbutt.
Nicole Elizabeth Hurley.
Austin James Hyde.
Karen Lynn Jackson.
Jared Michael Jacob.
Holly Ann Jernigan.
Chantel Jewett.
Eric Michael Johnson.
Gregory Michael Johnson.
Hannah Kathleen Johnson.
Jillian Elise Jones.
Stephanie Nianjao Kariuki.
Matthew Paul Jocelyn.
Sean Matthew Kelleher.
Jordan Nicole Keith.
Christopher James Kenny.
Ryan Sean Kennedy.
Joseph Andre Kraus Campos.
Joshua Isaac Kent.
Brianna Rose Lagambina.
Nicholas Ferreira Ladera.
Jacqueline Marie Leifer.
Michael Donald Lazon.
Dylan Adam Layton.
Christopher William Leach.
Marina Rose Lewis.
Patrick Ryan Libby.
Jonathan Nathaniel LeBrun.
Olivia Grace Lombardo.
Tyler James Long.
Joshua Allen Lowe.
Owen Peter Leiden.
Hannah Christine McDonald.
Michaela Marie McEachran.
Ryan Floyd McKinnon.
Nathan Patrick Maines.
Christina Marie Marshman.
Ryan Scott Mastapietro.
Michaela Ann Matiosis.
Colin James Matson.
Melanie Sharon McAleer.
Ezekiel David MacArthur.
Erin Ryan McCann.
Alyssa Beatrice Ann McCarthy.
Edward Brandon McCormick.
Robert Judson McCormick.
Sarah Jean McNeil.
Blake Austin Moore.
Megan Elizabeth Moran.
Michael Peter Muha.
Daniel Paul Murphy.
Catherine Moira Mousseau.
Jack David Nichols.
Harrison Benjamin Nyan.
Kylie Marie O'Brien.
Jessica Kelly Nyan.
Owen John O'Brien.
Sean Garrett O'Neill.
Alexander Patrick O'Rourke.
Joshua James Penny.
David Thomas Perry.
Zachary Stephen Pike.
Paige Alexis Pistorino.
Trevor Alden Foster Provost.
Mary Ann Pulling.
Alexis Lynn Pyre.
Kelsey Elizabeth Raditz.
Nico Antonio Raftis.
Caitlin Paige Reed.
Taylor Ann Robertson.
Justin Allen Rotondo.
Simone Rachel Roy.
Julia Ruscazio.
Colby Cameron Sang.
Tyler John Sansoni.
Alexandra Juliet Gomes Santos.
Alyssa Marie Slife.
Sophia Bell Scriven.
Aaron Joseph Sebastian.
Jessica Elizabeth Sebastian.
Trevor Joel Shalonsky.
Ryan Patrick Short, diploma presented by school committee member Alexandria Wright.
Sarah Marie Slater.
Kevin James Smith.
Jamie Elizabeth Sneed.
Brett Thomas Spano.
Amanda Nadine Spalding.
Annika Lee Staska.
Matthew Wayne Stearns.
Jacob Franklin Stoddard.
Connor Michael Sullivan.
Tucker James Sylvester.
Deborah Ann Talbot.
Luke Edward Tamulevich.
Samantha Jean Tedeschi.
Sean Celestino Thomas.
Alexandra Denise Tobin.
Colleen Marie Todd.
Hannah Eleanor Tracy.
Amber Rose Troila.
Mary Elizabeth Valancourt.
Alyssa Christina Vincola.
Gianna Jean Vittoriso.
Melissa Rose Walkins.
William Patrick Wallace Brose.
Sean Thomas Wollaston.
Molly Marie Walters.
Nora Bridget Warren.
Harrison Keith Webster.
Dylan Michael Whitaker.
Matthew Christian Wilkinson.
John Arthur Will III.
Marquise Jalen Williams Breeze.
Alexis Brittany Wright.
Brandon Patrick Wysocki.
Tanya Alexis Zawai.
Class of 2017, please rise. It is an honor to exercise the responsibility vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I now pronounce you graduates of Whitman Hanson Regional High School. You may move your tassels right to left.